Lace up your shoes now. Why don't we say how we're feeling? Don't get confused how.
Hey guys, it's Sophia. I hope you all have been doing well and are taking care of yourselves. So I know I've done multiple little tutorials and other videos about how I do my makeup, but I haven't dedicated one video to it, and so I thought I would make one. This is hopefully just helpful to anyone that has textured skin or acne. I know that although it would be so nice if you could just put makeup on and have perfect skin, that's not really a reality for me because I have pretty textured skin from having really bad acne in the past. Makeup doesn't really hide it or anything, and personally I like it when my skin looks and feels like my skin when I wear makeup. So essentially this video is more about just accentuating what you have and making your skin look nicer while still looking like your skin. Also, I do not know what's going on with my hair. Just in the past couple of days, it's just been not curling and my bangs have disappeared. So maybe I need a new haircut. Okay, so starting off, I'm just going to put my hair back. And before I do any makeup, I do have a little skincare routine. I was gonna do film a skincare routine with this video, but my skin has been kind of acting out, and I didn't think it would be fair to be like, oh, here's my skincare routine, but my skin is acting out. Because breakouts are normal, but the way that my skin has been for the last few weeks, because I've changed my routine, hasn't been good. So I didn't think it would be fair. Anyways, so to start out, I apply this niacinamide 10% and zinc 1%. And I also then moisturize with CeraVe moisturizing lotion. And then to finish it off, I use the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen. It's SPF 40, and I hate to say it, but I do not wear sunscreen every day. I only wear sunscreen when I'm going out or I know I'm going to be in the sun a lot, which I know isn't good, but I don't really like the feel of sunscreen. And although this one feels more like a primer and it's nice on the skin, I'm still not the biggest fan. So, but I would recommend wearing it every day because that's what you're supposed to do. I didn't put on moisturizer, so I do like this sunscreen though. It feels like a primer, which is nice to put on before makeup. It just doesn't feel nice when I'm at home and I'm not planning on wearing makeup to put this on. That's why I don't, which is a really bad excuse, but I don't know, I just feel like it makes my skin break out, though I haven't really noticed it has. Don't forget your neck. Also, from my surgery, I have a scar here and I'm supposed to keep it protected from the sun, so. Okay, and before I get started, I'm just gonna show you kind of what my skin looks like right now, and the texture. It's pretty bad, and yeah, and I've got spots here, it'll focus, and just big pores and a lot of texture and scarring, even on my forehead, just everywhere. It hasn't been a fun time. So then maybe I'll show you what it looks like after I wear makeup, though it isn't different at all. So I know I've shown these products before, but to start off with my skin, I use the Glossier Stretch Concealer in G7. I really like this concealer because it feels like my skin and it doesn't like dry my skin out, but it also doesn't make it too like, I don't know, oily. I kind of like the dewy look, but yeah. So essentially I just use this to cover up all of my like scarring, but also just underneath my eyes here, and to lift my eyes on the outsides. I don't know if you guys can see any of this. Maybe I'll zoom you in. Let's just zoom you in. That should be good. And then I also like to do just down my nose and at the tip of my nose. And yeah, and also I get a lot of redness around my nose on the sides, so I just cover that up as well. And then for this concealer, I like to just pat it in using my fingers. So I've blended that all out, but I think I'm going to go in and do a bit more just on the scars I have over here. And that's another thing that I like about this concealer, is like how buildable it is, which I like, because then you have more control about, you know, how much you want to cover things up. Okay, so this is my skin with just the concealer on. After the concealer, I like to use, just show you guys, this Bare Minerals Original Powder. It's in Tan Nude 17, and it's just their SPF 15 powder foundation, I guess. And I do like to use a powder on top just so that I don't look like super shiny, because I tend to get more oily throughout the day and then it's not really fun. So this is nice to just put on. Like, it doesn't really take away too much of the shine, but it makes your skin look a little bit more like airbrushed. And with this product, a little bit goes a long way. You don't want to put too much on, because then your skin just looks cakey. My lips are getting a bit dry, so I'll put on lip balm. I actually have been using this HPA lanolin balm. It's actually for nursing mothers, but a couple months back I was having a lot of lip issues. Nothing was working, and I was having bad reactions from like the food I was eating that made it really cracked, and I needed something good for healing. I was using the Glossier Balm.com, but that was like finishing, and I found I really like this more, and I got it on Amazon for under $10, and there's like a whole lot of product in here, especially if you're just using it for your lips. It's really worth it. It doesn't have a taste or a scent, but it's really moisturizing, and it's not like Vaseline where it just like sits on top of your lips. This like actually gets absorbed, which I prefer a lot more. So next, for a bit of light bronzing, contouring type of the deal, I take this Milk Makeup, I believe it's their matte bronzer in Baked. I do think this is a bit too light for my skin. It just kind of like is too close to my skin to really make a huge, like, to be noticeable. But I don't really mind that it's a little bit more subtle. And I just put it higher up on, oh, I guess it shows up a lot more on camera. But just here. And then I also take it underneath my nose and on the sides. And I don't like swipe it, I kind of dab it on just so that I don't get too much product. And then I take this kind of, I don't know how to describe this brush. Also, I don't have a lot of brushes and I just kind of use the same ones with different products, which I know is not really sanitary, but works for me. And then I just also, I think this is like a stippling brush. I do not know if that's the right word, but just kind of do that. And then a little bit on the underneath. And I will carry this up to like where my eyes are, just so that the color is a bit more like part of my face. And then the excess I just dab on my forehead. And then for a bit more of a bronzed look, I take this Naked Urban Decay Flushed palette and I dip it in the bronzy shade. Dip, I don't know. And then I just put it on top of the places I already like put the cream bronzer. Like that. And then taking a smaller brush, I dip it in the same bronzy shade and just go over the nose. And then taking the smaller brush, I also just do it right here. Just swipe some color right there. Kind of like that. And then taking the same color, I do it on my crease. Now it's time for some blush. I do cream blush and then I do powder on top. So I'm taking this Milk Makeup blush in Work. It's a lip and cheek stick, but it's in the color Work. It looks like it's kind of more like a dusty color, but it goes on kind of peachy. And I just put it like kind of on the apples of my cheek where I had that contour. Like that. And then just a bit on my nose. Blend it out with this brush. And then I'll take the same Naked Urban Decay Flush palette and using the blushy color. This one goes on a bit more dusty rose, which I prefer. And just on top. I like a lot of blush, so. So next we're going to move up to where my brows are. I like to keep them pretty like natural. I don't really fill them in too much, but I'll just zoom you in so you can see. So basically, there we go. All I do is I just fill in this part with like small strokes. I'm just using a brown pencil. I think this one's from Essence. But yeah, just use that. Like so. And then just a bit here. That's it. And then I brush them out. then I use some soap and a little spoolie, a wet spoolie, and just do that. Okay, so that's that. And then for eyes, I just do a little bit of curling. I am pretty blessed to have like nice lashes, but I also am pretty hairy, so a little bit of a trade-off there. But I just do a slight curl. I like my lashes to go out like this, but not like be straight like up. So just do a slight curl, and then taking my little Monsieur Big from Lancôme. I don't speak French, so sorry about that. I tried. And then I just use this. And when I'm putting on mascara, I tend to focus on the outer lashes, just because I like when my eyes are kind of like that. And then I'll take this Benefit They're Real little mascara, and I just go through my lashes because I like how small the bristles are on this mascara wand. And then there, that's them. And then for liner, I don't know if this is a weird way to like do it, but I like to just I'll take a black liner and I like to just put it underneath just a little bit of my top lash line, so that it's a bit like my lashes look a little bit thicker. And then I do a little bit on the bottom. Kind of like so. And then I don't know if I want to do, okay, we'll just do a little black wing. So I'll take the same liner and just following the kind of crease that my eye has already, I just like follow that and do a tiny kind of wing look, sort of like that, and the same on the other side. And then I don't do too much like up on my eye, I just sort of do the sides. And then, taking a little brush, I blend everything out. Like that. So that's kind of it for that. And then a couple last steps, we're almost done. I take the same liner I used for my eyebrows, and this is like the secret, I think, to faking nice skin texture, especially like in pictures, but it's faux freckles. I think that they are amazing for like smoothing over any scars you have, like hiding little scars. I think they're cute and they look nice. So taking that liner, I kind of like to do random like dabs, and I think the secret to making nice faux freckles is to like cluster them, making sure that like they're not perfectly placed on your face. And I know I'm looking a little bit crazy, but you take a finger and you just tap the freckles so that they are a little more muted. And this is kind of like your first layer of freckles. And if you want more, you just add them in. Here, I'll zoom in and you can see that after I've tapped them, they're more natural. And then I'll do a couple more. So, kind of like that. And now, for the final step, we are going to put on some highlight. So I'll just take a fluffy brush and the same Urban Decay palette that I've been using, take the highlight from there, and I put it on the tip of my nose, right here, like there. And for my nose shape, I can't put it all the way down. It just makes my face, like my nose, seem a lot longer. And then I also do the inner corner, of course, underneath, brow bone, on top, and then on my cupid's bow, and a bit on my chin, like so. And because I have like an oily face, I tend not to put any on like my here, what is this place called, my cheeks, because I already have like a glow there. But taking this off, this is pretty much the completed look. So yeah, this is the completed look. I actually don't really put anything on my lips. I like to keep them as is. I think they have a nice color already. So I just put on lip balm and that's it. So as you can tell, I still look pretty natural, just sort of a bit more put together. I don't know. But yeah. You know, you can still see my skin. You can see that I have texture. It's just a bit more, I don't know, I feel more confident this way. So yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little makeup tutorial. I hope you learned a couple new tricks. I don't know if I really am the best person to give out makeup tricks, but this is kind of what works for me, what I like. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope to see you on the next one. Take care.
How we feeling? Don't get confused how. You know we end up on the sea.